Hey everybody, welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I am your host, Tina, and this week we're doing things a little weird. This is a Sidecast episode, and I'm going to be your only host. It's going to be me by myself. I wasn't able to get a co-host for this episode, and Vanessa, while she of course would love to be on this episode, I'm going to be talking only about the Sons of Anarchy season 6 finale that just came on this past week. So obviously she won't be able to join me because she's still in season 1. And anybody who's watched the show, and of course this last episode, knows how friggin' epic it was, and it had to be talked about. So that's what I'm going to be discussing on this short little extra episode. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers for the entire season, and especially for the finale that was on. So if you don't want to get spoiled, or you do not care about Sons of Anarchy, just skip this episode and just move on to the regular ones, because that's all I'm going to be talking about. Well, let's see. Whew. Going right into it. I definitely cried watching this episode. The show has now made me cry twice. What's up with that? Obviously, the other time I cried was when Opie died last season. And I know Clay met his demise, met Mr. Mayhem earlier in this season, but he kind of had that coming, so I didn't really, wasn't too upset over that one. It was unexpected, but I wasn't too upset. But oh boy, I cried watching this episode though. But let me start from the beginning. I seem to be in the minority here, but I didn't want Tara to die. I like the character. One of the main things I like about the show is the relationship between her and Jax. That's one of my favorite parts. And that all being said, I definitely did not like her actions during this season. She was just way too extreme and underhanded and stuff. And it didn't make sense to me a lot of the time, especially when Jax previously was in agreement with her about not wanting to get the kids out of this environment. I don't really see why she went all crazy with like the fake pregnancy and all that stuff. It just kind of seemed out of character. And my main hope watching all these weird things that she was doing was that her and Jax were pulling a con on everybody and they were going to get out together. I know, wishful thinking, but that's what I was hoping for. And then when it was made more apparent that wasn't going to happen, I was really getting worried because I thought, okay, they're setting us up so that we're not going to like her character anymore, so that we won't care when she dies. So yeah, very, very nervous about that part. So yeah, like that scene where Jax meets up with her at the playground, her face, her reaction when she heard Abel say daddy, whew, that was great. You could see the terror on her face. So good acting job there, Maggie Siff, because she definitely looked scared. And that the whole exchange between the two of them was great. It was so tense. And he looked really pissed off too. So great acting all around. Speaking of piss though, what about Nero and his cardigans? When he was talking to Jax about Juice's confession, which yay, he didn't, drag that into next season. He just started talking to him right away about it, which I'm glad about because I hate when they drag things out. But he seems pretty intimidating. Yeah, I don't know there. Looks like Jax poked the bear. And so now Nero is with Alvarez. And so I'm thinking it looks like next season we're going to kind of bring it back to the old days with the tensions between the Sons and the Mayans. That's what it seems like. I have no idea. But is it going to be like the Mayans and the Bizlats and the Chinese versus Sam Crow and Marx's crew? Or is Marx going to be like mad with Sam Crow also and be, on his own? I have no idea, but with all those hostile, men, there will be blood tonight. So let's see what else. Juice, the little shithead. God. I really didn't see him making it out of this finale alive. I really thought he was going to meet his demise. Like once Jack said that he was going to go to jail for the school, the guns and stuff from earlier in the season, I figured that like some third party was, for whatever reason, was going to try to take Jax out, and that Juice would somehow sacrifice himself. So, like that way he would like be making amends for all that bad shit he's done, in these last couple seasons. But no, that didn't happen. But like now, my question is like, what exactly is his angle here? Like, does he think he's going to get spared because he'll have Gemma on his side or in his corner or whatever? Or did he like keep some evidence from the crime scene to hold over her head? Or I have no idea. Like, I don't know what's going on, but he has done some seriously dirty shit. Oh God, he's a character that I've gone from thinking he's funny, to feeling bad for him and pitying him, to just kind of getting annoyed with him, to straight up hating him. I welcome his demise now. Because, oh God, he totally killed Roosevelt. I was so sorry to see Roosevelt go. That was completely unexpected. I did not see that coming. And his reaction when Roosevelt walked in and saw what Gemma did was great. That was, again, good acting by Mr. What's his name? Rockman Dunbar. Yeah, I was very sad to see him go. So very unexpected. But yeah, whew, man, that kitchen scene, how horrifying was that? Like, I was pretty damn sure that Tara was going to die. They were leading up to it the whole season and all that kind of stuff. And while, I'm definitely not happy to see her go, I'm happy with the way she went out, which I know it sounds bad because that was a horrible death, but hear me out. I was really, really worried that, they were going to have Jax take her out somehow, where, she would be left with no choice kind of thing. And to me, that would have been the worst thing because, like I said, I would have a tough time sympathizing with the Jax character after that, like in next season. So I'm really, really happy that didn't go down that way. And then I thought, if that didn't happen, again, maybe some third party was somehow going to go after Jax and either accidentally kill her or kill Abel. And then if Abel died, I thought like that would push her off the deep end and she'd go crazy like Ophelia or something. But I'm very glad none of those things happened. Oh God, her death. Whew. I was pulling for her the whole time. When Gemma hit her with that iron and then stuck her head in that sink full of the dirty dishwater, I was like, okay, she can still make it. And then Gemma pulled out the carving fork. Oh my God. I will never look at one of those carving forks the same way again. Oh, it was awful. Oh my God. Like the entire day after I watched the finale, I just kept picturing Gemma stabbing Tara in the back of the skull like that. And it kept making me shudder. I'm like, I can't get this out of my head. Ooh, boy. I'm telling you right now, if Unser doesn't very quickly put together this shit and like finally take off these Gemma goggles he's been wearing forever, like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, how could he not? He knew all the buildup. Like he saw how Gemma was and everything before that. He knew she took his truck and oh my God, everything. Like he needs to piece that shit together fast. But yeah, I was really, really worried that the episode was going to end either before Jax got home or like right when he got home. So we wouldn't see his reaction to everything. Or I was really worried that like Juice was going to dispose of the bodies. And so then Jax would just be like wondering, where Tara was. So yeah, I was really worried that they were going to end it before that happened, which I would have gotten mad because I can't take waiting till September again to find out what's going to happen next. But so yeah, I'm really glad we got to see, the aftermath there. I was doing pretty good. I got a little misty eyed when Jax was saying his goodbye to the Sons, because you had Happy, who was like super sad and very emotional looking, and my poor Chibs was tearing up. But yeah, I was doing okay. Got a little misty, but doing all right. Yeah, but as soon as he walked inside his house and saw the gun on the floor, oh, that was it. Bam, I was done. Like, just immediately started, my eyes filled up with tears and I started crying. And then when he saw Tara's body, oh God, and his reaction, I started doing the ugly cry right there. I was just, like, grab the box of tissues and everything. Because, that's the love of his life, and this is completely unexpected. Oh God, so heartbreaking. But like, what's he going to do now? Like the two people he cares about most. All right, the two people he cares about most besides his sons, which, they're not really functioning characters, so I don't totally count them, because they're kind of just plot devices at this point. But, Tara and Opie, they're dead now. So those are his people. Like, what's he going to be like next season? He's got like no center or, what's the word that they used in the tether? His tether is completely like snapped. That's it. There's no more. So, it's so upsetting. And I'm not too worried about him getting blamed for the deaths, because it like doesn't add up at all that he would shoot them like that and stuff. So I sincerely hope that doesn't take up a good chunk of next season, because that would be totally lame. But we'll see. I have no idea. I did read that there's going to be a small time jump when the next season starts, which I'm kind of about, because I want to see all the initial reactions to hearing about Tara and Roosevelt's death. Why? I don't know. I'm a glutton for sob stories, I guess. But yeah. So, oh God. So that was what we were left with at the end of the 6th season here. So for the conclusion of the series, man, I have no clue. I mean, we all know the show is loosely inspired by or based on Hamlet, but there's already stuff that's not adding up. So I have no idea. My happy ending would be Jax getting out of Charming with his sons, getting out of the club and stuff. And everyone else can be dead or doing the same thing, or I don't know. But Gemma, she's either got to be left in town alone with no club and no family, or get sent to jail with no club and no family. Because for her, that would be worse than death. But again, that's my happy ending. And, as we know, you don't see too many of those types of endings in this show. So yeah, I have no clue what's going to happen. But yeah, what a crazy thing. I didn't want Tara to die, but I'm still glad with the way the episode went down. It was very heartbreaking and crazy and off the wall. And oh God, I was speechless while I was watching it. So yeah, in closing, this was an epic end to the 6th season of my favorite television show. And I'm so excited to see what's going to happen in the final season. I feel like I'll probably cry at least 1 or 2 more times before the series comes to a close. But that's to be expected. I'll just keep the tissue box close by and remember to just chill out. Maybe I'll have like a beer or something before each episode, because, oh my God, were you not like super tense this entire episode? I was like hyperventilating for the last hour of the episode. I was just sweating and everything. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen this next season, especially now because one of my key favorite storylines has been demolished. So we'll see what's what. But yeah, that was great stuff. And if you, for whatever reason, if you listen to this episode and don't watch the show, what are you doing? Get on it. It's on Netflix. You're missing out. So in closing, if you would like to let me know any of your opinions or touch on some stuff that I forgot to talk about here, let me know. Shoot me an email at damselsinDebate@gmail.com, or, post something on our website at damselsinDebate.com. You can also listen to all our episodes there. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, Damsels in Debate. And you can subscribe to and rate and review our episodes on iTunes and on Stitcher. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I did. I would love to hear other people's opinions because, like I said, from the few people I've talked to, I seem to be in the minority about Tara. So I would like to hear other people's opinions on that. And if you cried, you can let me know because I already said I was blubbering like an idiot. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So until next week, this is it. Bye.